You walk into someone's home and within 3 seconds, you feel it. Something is just off. Not the furniture, not the walls. It's the entryway. And right now, yours might be making that same silent mistake with every single guest who walks in if your apartment or modern home isn't making the first impression you want. This video is exactly for you. We're covering the #1 entryway mistake. The fix and budget-friendly, modern decor upgrades that actually work in 2026. By the end, you'll know exactly what to change. Most people spend hundreds on their living room. They obsess over the sofa, the rug, the wall art, and then they completely ignore the one space every single guest sees. First, the entryway. It sounds small, but psychologically it's enormous. The moment someone steps through your front door, their brain makes a judgment, and it happens in under 3 seconds. Not about your taste, not about your budget, about how this space makes them feel. And that feeling, it follows them into every single room beyond. Think about the last time you walked into a beautifully decorated home. Chances are the entryway didn't feel like an afterthought. There was intention there, a sense of arrival, something that said, this home has been thought about. Now think about your own front door. What's the first thing someone sees? A pile of shoes? A bare wall? Coats hanging without a proper place? These aren't small details. In modern apartment decor, the entryway is what sets the entire tone. It's the opening line of your home's story, and here's what most people don't realize. You don't need a large space to make a powerful impression. Some of the most stunning entryway ideas work in the tightest spots. A narrow hallway, a studio apartment entrance, even a single corner near the door. The size doesn't matter nearly as much as the intention behind it. So before we talk about the fix, you need to understand one thing clearly. Your entryway isn't just a passageway, it's a statement. And right now, for most apartments and modern homes, and that statement is saying the wrong thing entirely. So what exactly is that one mistake making it worse? That's coming up next. So here it is. The #1 entryway mistake, ruining first impressions in apartments and modern homes across the UK and USA right now. No intentional design anchor. That's it. No single focal point. No deliberate visual moment that tells a guest, this space was designed with purpose. Instead, what most entryways have is a collection of random things that ended up there by habit. Keys on a random surface, shoes pushed to one side, a light that was never really chosen, just installed and forgotten. And the result? The eye doesn't know where to look. The brain registers disorder, even when the space is technically tidy. That's the silent mistake. It's not always clutter. Sometimes it's simply the absence of intention. And in modern home design, nothing kills a first impression faster than a space that feels unconsidered. Here's why this matters more in 2026 than ever before. Interior styling has moved toward what designers call considered minimalism. Every visible element is meant to be there. Every corner earns its place. And the entryway, that first 5 square feet of your home, is where that philosophy has to begin. When there's no anchor, no focal point, no deliberate design choice greeting your guest, the entire home feels slightly off. Even if your living room is stunning, even if your bedroom looks straight out of a modern interior magazine, that first impression has already been set. And it's working against everything else you've done. The good news? This is one of the easiest things to fix in any apartment or small home. You don't need to renovate. You don't need a big budget. You just need to know exactly what to put there and how. And that's precisely what we're getting into right now. Now that you know what the mistake is, let's talk about the fix. And the good news is, every single change we're about to cover works in small spaces, modern apartments and budget-friendly setups alike. The first thing you need is a focal point. One intentional visual element that immediately tells the eye where to look. This could be a slim console table against the wall, a framed piece of art, even a single statement mirror. It doesn't need to be expensive. It needs to be deliberate. That one anchor completely transforms how the entire entryway feels, instantly. Next, lighting. This is the most underestimated upgrade in any small entryway makeover. Most apartments rely on a single overhead light that casts flat, unflattering light across the whole space. Swap it for a warm-toned bulb, ideally around 2700K, or add a small wall sconce if your setup allows. Warm light makes any space feel immediately more premium, more curated, more inviting. It's one of the simplest budget home upgrades you can make with the biggest visual return. Now here's your practical styling tip for today. Place a mirror in your entryway, but position it intentionally. A mirror on the wall opposite your light source doubles the warmth in the space and makes even the narrowest hallway feel open and considered. Choose a frame that matches your overall interior style. Slim black frame for a modern minimalist look. Warm wood for a Scandinavian or organic feel. This single addition elevates the entire space without touching anything else. After that, address the floor. A small, well-chosen entryway rug defines the arrival zone and adds texture without crowding the space. Keep it simple, keep it intentional. A neutral tone with subtle pattern works beautifully in most modern home interiors. Finally, remove what doesn't belong. Shoes, bags, random items sitting without a proper home. Even one small basket or a minimal shoe rack restores immediate order. Because in a well-styled entryway, everything visible is either functional or beautiful. Ideally both. These aren't big changes, but together they create something that feels genuinely luxurious, without the price tag to match. And speaking of luxury, on what if I told you that a truly high-end entryway look is closer than you think, even on a tight budget? That's exactly what we're covering next. Luxury in a home entryway has nothing to do with how much you spent. It has everything to do with how considered the space feels. And in 2026, the most stunning apartment entryways aren't the most expensive ones. They're the most intentional ones. Let's start with the console table. You don't need a designer piece. A slim, clean-line table from any affordable home store instantly creates that editorial, pulled-together look. Keep the surface minimal. One small tray for keys, a single candle or a small plant. That's it. Negative space is not emptiness. In modern interior styling, it's confidence. Next, wall treatment. You don't need wallpaper or expensive paneling. A single coat of a deep, rich paint color on just the entryway wall creates an immediate sense of luxury. Deep sage, warm charcoal, soft clay. These tones are trending. Heavily in UK and USA modern homes, right? Now and they work beautifully in tight spaces. One wall, one color. Transformative result. Now add one living element. A tall, slender plant, like a snake plant or a simple eucalyptus stem in a clean vase, brings life into the space without crowding it. It signals care. It signals warmth. And it costs almost nothing compared to the impact it delivers. Finally, consider scent. The most luxurious homes you've ever walked into had one thing in common beyond the visuals: they smelled intentional. A subtle reed diffuser near the entryway is one of the most underrated luxury home upgrades available at any budget. It creates a sensory first impression that no amount of furniture can replicate. These four elements together, a minimal console, a bold accent wall, a living touch, and a signature scent, create an entryway that feels genuinely high-end. Guests won't know what you spent. They'll only know how it made them feel. And that is exactly what great interior design does. Your entryway sets the tone for everything. What's the one change you're making first? Drop it below and subscribe for more from Home Decor.